Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the North American PC Rainbow Six Pro League. I, as always, am Christopher Banky Bankhurst, and I'm joined by...
Aaron Early's True Talent. I said that in the wrong order.
I love it, Aaron. All the way up here, I was like, me! Aaron Early's. Oh, well. So, we are back with our second game of the night here. Orbit GG versus Kingdom Esports. We just saw Astral Authority lose 0-2 to Team
Very
Mythic
interesting.
in a very, very exciting display of skill from Mythic. Their first map, Consulate, was very much one-sided, 5 rounds to 1. Their second map, while it went to 5 rounds to 3, it was far closer.
Yep.
It was a very, very scrappy back-and-forth game as each team found that little thing that worked and then suddenly fell apart the next round as their opponents adapted. But Mythic once again came out on top, taking that 5 rounds to 3. Now, over on our second stream, twitch.tv/Serenity17, VWS Pro are currently playing against Gotham Gaming. Now, their first map, Canal. VWS, you got to remember here, are the top team in the table.
If you remember that.
Gotham are the very bottom team. They've not won a single game. They have a single draw to their name, but no wins. Gotham Gaming beat VWS 5 rounds to 2 on their first map on Canal. Yeah, they're currently playing Consulate as their second one. Now, as I said, we've got Orbit GG for Kingdom Esports here. We're about to take Consulate and Hereford. Now, I am super excited about that play, and I really want to see this game go. But I also really want it to be fast.
Okay.
Because the second stream on Twitch TV Serenity17, recorded reported versus Velocity Esports, have given in their map selections.
They have.
Do you want to do the honors?
I will. They will be playing Yacht. Which will be interesting.
Recorded reported. So Velocity picked Presidential Plane as the first map. That would be first.
Fun times.
That's fun to begin with. Then Recorded reported picked Yacht as their second map.
First time ever seen.
Ever in any of the Pro Leagues, console or PC, first time we're going to see Yacht. So personally, I want to get this game done fast. Good, tight, and all the same, 100%. But I want to be able to watch that game.
Yeah.
So,
it'll be interesting.
That's something. Right now, though, we are still waiting for a bunch of players, so that's all off in the wind. But Yacht and Presidential Plane will be the second game on that second stream when they are good to go. Anyway, then, let's go back to talking about ours. Orbit versus Kingdom. Now, right now, Orbit is sitting on 7 points up the table, still within touching distance. Kingdom, 4. Now, that is not as far away as it may sound.
It's not too bad.
As we've talked today, right now, the top 2 spots here in North America are still very much up for grabs, depending on a few different scenarios for different teams.
If Kingdom do win this, they'll go straight back to where Orbit is.
Exactly, they'll be drawing with Orbit.
Yeah,
so
it's not.
It is still very much up and all over the place, so it's a big game as far as their positions themselves go.
Yep.
It is also a big game comparing the other teams on the board, so their positioning and stuff. We'll, of course, give you a complete standings update with all of today's results factored in at the end of this stream. Now, as it goes, Recorded Velocity will probably still be underway. Unless we have long games and delays here, but we'll see. But we'll give you those updates as fast as we possibly can when we get them.
When they finally join.
Yeah, we'll find out where the hell Orbit are, get them in here, because Kingdom are just about showing up. But, again, we'll give you that going. So, yes, this is a very important week considering it is week 5.
Yes.
We have 6 to 7 total, sorry, so 2 more to go afterwards. With 6 points on the line for these teams that already played, 9 for those that are playing here, which can completely switch the tables right now because the top team in NA, VWS, only have 9 points.
Yes, it is all very, very close.
Yeah,
so these 2 weeks you can definitely, as you can see here, these 2 weeks you can definitely see some movement in these teams, in these positions.
VWS were top with 9. Mythic are now up there with that 10 because they have just won their first game of the day. Orbit also there at 9.
Mythic as well are looking very, very strong. Like, I've heard that they're training quite a lot, and the level is just improving that really fast, so they definitely want to watch, aren't they?
Yeah, 100%. So here comes the Orbit, and we will get them in as soon as possible. And of course, as it stands, Orbit and VWS there, very, very close in their score, so looking to hold on those 2 spots. Mythic currently holding that number 1. Of course, it is number 1 and 2 that will go to our LAN finals and represent North America playing against Europe.
Yep.
So it is going to be a 2 for 2 in either region.
Who are you feeling? Who are you feeling?
Honestly, I have no idea right now. Like, so 2 weeks ago, if you'd have said Mythic would be top to me,
wouldn't have believed it.
No, I said no. They haven't showed us any potential to be that. They haven't. Today, they came out swing. Yeah. And they really do look
Astral
like a team
Astral are very, very solid.
So I think Astral were a really, really good squad. They are now using a sub this week, but he's not a bad player. He's fit their team quite nicely. But at the same time, their whole team in the rest of the departments, not just this one player, but everything else just seems to be falling apart as well. So now, Astral don't look like the kind of squad that I think would make top 2.
Really?
They've got to turn it around in the next couple of weeks. Well, when you're looking at the likes of Velocity, who are on the climb back up, Mythic, who, as we just said, are on a big climb back up.
Looking really solid, yeah.
Yeah. You've then got Orbit and VWS, who, I mean, going by the results today, are on their way down. I mean, unless, sorry, not Orbit and VWS, just VWS are on their way down. Astral are on their way down. Orbit, we're about to find out if they're following the same trend or if they're on their way up. But, like, the mistakes that Astral were making were rookie enough that you cannot be affording to make them when the fight is this close.
Okay.
When you've got Velocity going up, when you've got Mythic going up, when you've got potentials of Orbit here, Kingdom also a very good squad that don't have the points to reflect it right now.
Yeah.
Making their way up, making the mistakes Astral were, you're not going to get that breathing room to do it. As a result, they're going to start falling down the table.
Okay. We'll see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, so it's a rough one. We'll go with it. We're still waiting for both these players to come in, so let's talk a little bit about the maps.
Yep.
Consulate and Hereford are our 2 for this game, where we, of course, did Consulate earlier on this morning.
We did, yes.
With G-Bots and TCM. No, sorry, that was with Punji.
Yeah.
We didn't personally do it, but G-Bots TCM did it. It was me and Punji are the same.
Just a different
G-Bots and G-Bots then and Mythic then this evening have shown masterclasses in how to play that map.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, like as we said, G-Bots literally looked like the trailer. The only thing missing was like Idris Elba. Like they would all clear the top floor and whatever and drone it. Then they all came in through a bunch of windows at one end, killed the guy that was in there, and then they all pushed down that middle corridor literally as a 5-man group, staggered in the hallway, no running in front of each other's fire, marched it down, guns up, all the way down the corridor, cleared out their opponents. Perfect execute from G-Bots there. Mythic then did a very similar thing. It wasn't quite so well choreographed in visually, but they slaughtered Astral with every single push they made. Now, we mentioned how the meta has changed in the sense that it was previously you'd push the garage and you get that garage door open and then you try and see if you can kill anyone there and then figure something else out from behind. Mythic completely threw that away and said, we'll send someone to there and be there ready and waiting, but then the rest of our team will all push in through the rest of the building and completely clean this and then make a hole in piano room, take piano room and push them away, and then you open up the garage. And then it's just a space of maybiness.
Yeah, we are seeing the break of piano room to watch out for the bandit. We are seeing that a lot more, and then once you've done that, the bandit moves, and then you can break through the garage, if that is what they did. Because I didn't see that part of the match.
Yeah, exactly. They were just clearing the rest of the building effortlessly and really, really smoothly, despite the fact that we saw players being in complete opposite corners from the bomb site to the dimension of offices. They were killed out from there, chased out from there, pushed back towards their squad, and cleared through the archives very, very nicely.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just a smooth, effortless take. We've now seen it from 2 teams, G-Bots and Mythic. Both of them trained Consulate really, really hard.
We've started seeing some...
Now it's been picked again.
It could be. We've seen some teams not even bother with the bandit trick, which kind of hurts one part of that technique where they push the... Oops.
I thought you were going to keep talking and gloss over my mistake.
It's all good. It's all good. Nothing happened.
This is the wrong map.
Yeah, it's fine.
We can take this off.
It's fine. What was I saying? Oh yeah, when they push the piano room, looking for that bandit, but sometimes people aren't using the bandit anymore to stop the push from garage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it kind of throws them off that part of the game. That's another kind of technique we have been seeing on this map. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see if we see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So we will get that corrected. get the
It's all good, man.
Going.
It's all good.
And back it
there we go.
Out. So we're going to run to a quick 3-minute break to fix my screw up.
It's all good, man.
I apologize for this one. Or even, in fact, just a minute. It won't take too long. I just need to get this back up and get the players back into the lobby. We will see you in a couple of seconds' time with a promise it will be Consulate. I know Punji was saying earlier that it's Little House and then Consulate is just like the big house map.
Big house map.
Doesn't unfortunately work when it comes to actually properly selecting the play. But,
just to throw you off, it's like house? Okay.
Is it the same thing? Maybe. I mean, it looks a little bit similar, but yeah, it doesn't quite work like that.
Okay.
So we'll switch it on over and get the players back in. But as I said, we're on to a short commercial break. We'll be back in 2 seconds. My bad. We will be. Maybe. Welcome back.
Here we go.
This is the right map.
This is.
You can see it there, Consulate in the corner.
Beautiful.
Here we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen, but we are in and we are selecting our proper spawns and operators. So, Fantastic Five have a recruit to bring along with them for the orbit attack.
Possibly shield?
And, yeah, I very much would be surprised if it wasn't. I mean, we're starting to see far more blitz coming out these days, but then recruit shields are also just as common, as the shields are starting to come back into the PC meta. But on defense, we're taking a very, very familiar setup to what we saw before. So now it is the Kingdom defense downstairs.
It looks like they probably are going to do the bandit trick as well. There's no point really going for bandit if you're not going to.
The thing is, on this map, he's still a very, very mobile, very strong operator because it's small engagement locations, which the MP7 works beautifully on. And yeah, he's very, very mobile in what is ultimately a very, very big map.
True.
So he could still be picked just for the roaming. But
would
yes,
they be
right,
better operators though for the roaming?
Attackers have recovered their
I don't think they've already. I mean, if he doesn't like the pulse, then I don't think so. Then it comes down to do you prefer the MP7 or the pulse as a person.
A lot of it does come down to preference.
Yeah, exactly. Now they are going to use the battery choice, but like after seeing the last 2 games we've seen on here, just because a bandit's been big, doesn't necessarily mean I think it's going to be batteries. Just because of those last 2 games.
Yeah.
So actually, very, very quick move in from orbit, straight in, and already into the cafeteria. They have the diffuser right here.
Are they ninjas?
Yeah, they've got a straight in, and they are planting already inside. Hey, this is incredibly fast. Kingdom had no idea what's going on. First man gets shot. He's in the middle of reinforcing a wall, and the diffuser is down. Young is now hiding in a corner. Snake's hiding in one end. Kingdom are going to retake their own bomb site, and the round has only been going for about 20 seconds. This is so fast. Orbit picking up 3 kills, and now suddenly there are 2 defenders left, and they're locked inside their own garage, fighting to get back into the cafeteria. Remorse is one. He's looking for the peak, but there's a shield that's going to see him first, and they're going to get the information. He's just going to feed it straight back to the other 2 that are inside this room. Peeks around the corner, and Kicks picks up 1 kill. Now's the 3rd. Young gets it, and what was that round?
I feel like I missed about half of it.
Oh, distilled. Even with the in-game well played, that was beautiful. That was fantastic.
Awesome. I'm guessing they pushed through kitchen.
I think they heard me when they said, let's end it fast so we can go and watch it up.
Yeah, they want to watch it as well.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, update on VWS versus Gotham. They also played Consulate as their second map. Gotham won that map 5 rounds to 2 as well. VWS go down 2-0 to Gotham Gaming, who, congratulations to them, get their first 3-point win.
Ouch.
And are on the board. VWS then getting nothing and sitting on 9 points.
Congrats to them, yeah, congrats.
Very nice for Gotham Gaming. It's got to feel good.
It
After
would,
all these weeks of having very tough matchups, banging your head against the wall, to come out now against one of the top-ranked squads, and getting yourself 3 points. It's got to be motivation towards Season 2.
Definitely. Massive, big improvement there.
Yeah, nice big leg up. So, here's the defense then for Orbit. Now after that very quick attack, because of an unplugged hole, I believe, they came straight in through the... No, they must have like all bundled in through this window, or just sprinted in through Visa and got down the stairs.
I honestly did not even see it. We were talking about the bandit, thinking
like,
the Fermat's going to come, and then all of a sudden...
looking at bandit, then out the corner of my eye, and it was blue shapes coming in through here. I was like, what the...
That was crazy.
He must have sprinted straight in. It was really nice. But either way, now the Orbit defense, of course, cannot fall prey to exactly the same mistake. So upstairs, they are running with Kicks and K9, who are now rotating down after finishing all their reinforcements, and down into the basement they go. Ultimately giving up the piano room a lot so itself, but they've got a bandit hovering out close.
You do need to keep that the piano room if you've got a bandit doing that trick, because once they take the piano room, that bandit's kind of hurt. Like they could just shoot down at him.
So, up the far end of the building, we do have Kush holding the archives. Snake holding the bottom of the spiral staircase. K9 not really holding a whole lot, to be fair then. If the staircase is gone, Snake's going to find it. He fires across the garage, can't see much. He can get a little bit of an angle here into the cafeteria, I believe, if he looks to his right. He's ultimately looking down into the back room, which is already being held by Kush when he comes off the cameras. But MVK gets Young, picks him off from outside as he's coming down the staircase. Sorry, he picks off the bandit. He shot him through the floor, you're right, earlier on. And then the wall is blown open. Yeah,
that's exactly what I thought happened. Yeah. Once you take this room, you just the bandit's no use. You won't be able to do the trick anymore.
So doors have been opened up. Stitch using both of those, and they're droning on in. Remorse still looking for a couple of little looks through the window. But everyone is downstairs. No one on the other side of that window for him to find. Kicks hiding behind the white van, is playing very, very cautiously and keeping an eye on outside. But also has to be careful of above him. It's very, very common to blow the floors exactly where he stands. And you see Ash is already spraying down into it. Just a little bit closer to the right, and she may have found his head. You can hear them running around above him. The grenade's going to come down and put him down straight away. Cass will see him from outside and finish him off when he's down but not out. Remorse immediately checks through the hole underneath him in case there's anyone else there. K9 still sitting in this corner. Still not really covering a whole lot, and by the time he does, they'll already be inside. The grenade comes over, he leaps away. Doesn't take too much damage this time, but he's now stuck in a corner and is flashed. Snake holding the bottom of the spiral staircase still, but Kush now have to come back from down the far end. Back from where he was in the server and the archives room. And the plant is going down. K9 starting to edge out from his pipes where he was hiding, but ultimately not a whole lot. Stands up to take a pre-fire and misses completely, and that gives his position away to Cass. Cass will finish him off and put him down. Now Snake's pushing forward and also gets finished off, and is all on Kush to come from archives. Misses MVK's head, and that's going to be in his life. Goes out to try and finish him off, but gets pushed down by Cass. And round win number 2 to attackers again. Kingdom avenging that first round, which they lost very, very quickly with a cleanly executed 5-0.
Very nice.
Everyone there for Orbit peeks out, goes for a shot, doesn't land it. That's their position given away, and suddenly Kingdom can just clean up that player as they're going to run out and reload afterwards. So down into the garage and cafeteria again go Kingdom. They've got to make sure they plug that hole this time, and I'm pretty sure Orbit won't even try the same attack. Like, it would be silly to try the same thing again.
Well, you'd be ready for it, wouldn't you? So you'd just be running into the... Well, yeah, if you did it again, you're not ready for it.
So there's two options now. Either Orbit gamble on it and go for it, get away with it a second time, because Kingdom are thinking like we were. It's like, there's no way they'll do it a second. No way they'll do it a second time. We'll just go back to normal. And then they get away with it a second time. Or as you say, they're ready for it, in which case they get shut down. But in theory, like, how ready for it can you be, right? 5 people rushing through the same direction. One person might get killed off by the first person you find there. The rest should then kill them off, and you may still be able to get hold of that kitchen pretty quickly, but the difference will be the other guys that are left alive downstairs will be able to rotate and pressure onto kitchen far quicker.
Yeah.
So yes, the first guy may still die, but...
The thing is, we always talk about adaptation though, so if that does work again, it would have been, it'd be kind of crazy, because they adapt to like smaller things, and that's like a really big push where it's just obvious what's going to happen, and we're talking about adaptation to like tiny little things, so I would expect that they'd stop that push.
Yeah, they are. MVK is now upstairs, looking out through a window to begin with. You just see one sprays towards him, doesn't get too much of damage off. He's now looking to reposition and rethink, and as we mentioned, Orbit running far, far slower on this round. Still droning in, being more patient.
I think it's more of a kind of gimmick tactic.
It is 100%
just of the first round, just to catch him off guard. Get that round, you know, get that first round on.
So in through the main lobby though, just like before, do go Young and Kush. So they're not going too slowly, and they've got that drone from Twitch to spot for them first. There we go. Grenade, gets Jaegered out. You can't figure out where that came from. It's actually behind the piano, mate. But it's also his only grenade gone, so it doesn't really matter. Ash now will come in and kill it off, and then destroy the floor herself.
There we go with the
right
bandit
above
again.
Distilled Head. He has to now reposition. The battery will be killed off, either one.
And the Thermite should be able to get through.
Yeah, Thermite should be able to get his charge on with ease.
This is something we just keep seeing all the time now. This is just commonplace now for me. That's why it's interesting when teams are thinking, let's not bother doing that bandit trick. And they're going to do that, and they're not going to see a bandit there. So they don't really gain anything anymore.
But they do. Look how long it's taken this to happen, right? It's taken 1 minute 10 seconds for that to still take place, and they haven't killed MVK here upstairs. So there's still a chance of him to flank down onto someone. He doesn't spot Young. Goes for the shot over the top. Doesn't quite land it. But yeah, so they know he's there. Now they've got to waste time on him, and they wasted 1 minute 10 trying to get control of that garage door anyway. So yes, it's not destroying the charges, but as we mentioned before, it is slowing them, and that is key.
It's definitely one big part of this game, slowing down the push.
Yep. Wasting the time. 3 minutes is not a long time. And the more you can burn it, the better. So now Young's going upstairs. He's trying to hunt NVK. He knows he's up here somewhere. Of course, we'll not be able to sneak up on him. He's just trying to make sure he does it as fast as possible.
One of the loudest operators. Probably not the best one to use for sneaking.
MVK's gone down the stairs and is straight back inside the actual objective room with his team. So a nice escape from him, and taking up the first 2 minutes of the round to get it done. coming from behind the cafeteria. He's alone though, so
he will be causing.
More careful.
He will be causing that distraction though.
No longer alone. There we go. Ashes come with him. They bring out a smoke, and the diffuser gets dropped outside. No one dies with it though. Still very low health on a couple of people inside for Kingdom. MBK's one, and he's now down behind the white van as Kush managed to take out Cass as well. Kush, of course, in this back hallway now has the second one to look for, and Stitch walks straight into his pre-fire. Kix gets a kill, K9 grabs a kill, and Remorse will knife down Young, but that is just the one. He does get a second kill onto Kix. Now he's got to find 3. One of them is Kush, and he's very, very low health, but they're pushing him. Sprinting through the door, gets the second one, but not the first. K9 picks up the kill onto Remorse, knocking him down and out, and ultimately picking up the round again for Orbit with another successful attack.
Definitely potential of him taking that, even though with 3 of them. That
yeah, but the way they were running straight at him,
he could have got 2
headshots.
headshots.
2 of them as they came through the door, the last man alive would have been Kush, who was already on 1 HP.
Exactly. Exactly.
So ultimately, Orbit, perhaps overly aggressive if you want to be super critical, but a win's a win.
It is. They got it.
Yeah. So 2 rounds to 1 then in Orbit's favor. They are back onto defense. They're going upstairs now into the console office.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs. Time to start meeting.
Now, despite not successfully defending the basement, choosing to switch it up all the same. And another attempt up here. Not seeing the same kind of precision yet from these 2 teams on their executes. To be fair, as we saw earlier on from Mythic and G-Bots. But we are seeing some strong solo play.
Oh, we saw that amazing push.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, that was a beautiful thing to behold, but it's not
so
really.
No, it was gimmick.
Yeah, exactly. It's the cheesy strat.
But it's, I like that. I like the,
yeah,
you know,
glad
throwing
to see
these.
teams bring it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, because it's a wild card, isn't it? You know, maybe it won't work, but if it does, you've got an easy round. Just don't base it all on that.
No, yeah, exactly. That can't be your entire game.
No.
So Young hiding here in the toilets. Snake making a hole between A and B. And everyone on Kingdom swarming this far end. NBK is going to come up to the window. It's going to be right outside where Snake's hiding. He isn't quite ready to make a hole in the end. There's one window open. And is looking to drone somewhere nearby.
Just being careful.
Yeah.
Bomb located by attackers.
Like, you don't really have to peek. Just breaking them holes causes a bit of a distraction, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Dropping mags.
Now, 2 members are going to come in downstairs to the garage. Make way up. So King's drone finds Snake here off to the side. Snake not worrying about killing it yet, as it means he would have to take his eyes off this window. Twitch drone now going inside as well.
Ooh.
That's it. Snake has vanished. Snake in the grass. Where did he go? Because I could have given MBK a way in, but now you've got Young over here watching that window instead. So as soon as the Hell comes through, he'll be taken out. Snake does kill the drone, but is now located, and that will give MBK a location to just spray in through these far windows. If he can make it work. Uses his last drone now to try and find it out again. Try and pinpoint the exact position. Finds Kush, he sees Young there as well. Now knows he's not too safe to go in through this window, but if he goes in through the left one, you actually get away with where Young's position is. Young now holding very close, but so many flashbangs going off, pushing MVK back. Cass on the stairs, Remorse up on the roof. Stish pushing inside after blowing that hole in through from the stairwell, and they've got Distilled in here with him. So that's the diffuser. He's looking to get the plant down, hasn't got the spot though. Kush holding down in the doorway will immediately get picked out from this pick. Snake on the inside will be the focus, but nice push around the side from Kick will take him down. Distilled still hiding in that corner. Snake takes out MVK from the window. Orbit are starting to surround this location to the left. They don't realize that Distilled is inside. They now go for it. Remorse will hold the doorway from the behind.
Oh, he gets it down.
Nice. Now he gets to hide in the corner. Cass is on the stairs and Remorse has come inside to help him, but inside the smoke, they were actually on top of each other. Cass takes down Kick. Remorse now on the window is looking at the diffuser from up top. This is a really nice plant location for Kingdom. Cass goes down, but he holds K9 outside for a little bit longer. Now K9 and Snake are the last two up. Snake is inside, looking for the hole up top, can't get the kill and gets down, will get himself back up, but immediately he's on the floor again as K9 tries to do it this time, and he will also fall to Remorse. And a solid play from Kingdom. It's scrappy, but it gets the job done.
Well, a very deadly position with the diffuser there.
But
really
to
nice
get but to get it where it was, that was a lot of work. And to be fair, it all came from the reinforcement that Orbit had put up inside. I'll see if I can show it very quickly at the start of this round, but it allowed them to put the thermite charge where it was and blow that wall open without repercussion from the inside because they couldn't be seen from the inside.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can see.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
So,
bombs as they
on
can.
the top floor here, this door, this diagonal door to the stairs was reinforced by Orbit. So they couldn't see into this stairwell. And as a result, that allowed them to put a thermite charge on this skinny wall here.
Safely.
Yeah, safely, get inside and plant within this corner to be seen through the hole. Completely free. And then they had one person on the top firing through that doorway to make sure they didn't get flanked, and then of course plant there, blah, blah, blah. And because MVK was on this window, they cleared out this room nice and easy. And again, because of this hole shooting down through the roof, they could clear it nice and easy. And then they got lucky with being to plant within all of that smoke and get that done. So I don't imagine it'll work again, but it's a great play from them to adapt to what they saw in front of them. So, this is blocked off. That means we can plant here, and we can get in, and we can go.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
So we'll see. MVK again looking to peek outside this window towards the spawn location. Kush is there. Snake is thinking about pushing forward. Walks actually through Snake's crosshairs. Looks for a peek again and doesn't see him this side. Now Kush has repositioned, but they were very, very close to clashing heads for a minute there. Kicks has opened the stairs at the back and will find MVK's feet. Just gives him a little love tap and reminds him, you know, you don't want to come this way. And that'll immediately push him down into the basement. Now they know where he is and he's taking a bit of damage. He's not going to play with fire. As upstairs go the rest of Orbit. Young once again being pretty rapid to get inside this toilet. And now inside the piano room. Snake is right up against that wall, toying with the idea of planting thermite charge on it. And there's the wall blown. So Distilled now knows he has to stay away from it. And to be fair, he had been already. So Snake gets the charge down nicely. Kicks will blow a grenade right next to it. And they open that door up wide open. Kingdom are happy holding downstairs. Kush and friends up top. Not making too many holes in the floor above yet. But Distilled is currently right below one of them. And Kush, looking to be the guy to stick his head down through it, will do so. Nice. MVK takes down Snake, but at the same time Kush does kill off Distilled. So it is a 1v1 trade, but the thermite charges have already been used, so it's not too bad to lose Snake now. Young coming down the stairs with cushion support. He will cover over the top of him before he pushes this way. Now we'll look out towards the left. Free fire coming out strong, but not really landing on MVK too much at all. Cass is still hiding around the back where he was before, but does have a shield there to help him. Sprays back towards Kush, but neither of them really landing too much damage on the other. Young now looking to push in towards the cafeteria, and Kush is looking to support him. Checks behind him for a little way, but it's only a teammate up there. Stitch now in the corner to the side. Will see the shield. Don't think Young saw him. And Stitch is starting to smoke through and outside the door. Kush now falls back a little way and starts to make some long-range shots to where Stitch could be. And ultimately the white van as Kick starts to push him from the top of the spiral stairs. Top of the back stairs. And he comes to beat the barbed wire right inside where MVK could have been looking for a moment there. More smoke comes out, pushes Young back a long way. Cass gets the kill onto K9, and MVK takes down Kicks. Suddenly it is just Kush and Young here to try and make this all count. They've been holding K9 in this corner for a while, and they haven't been landing too many shots on him. He can't do the same back, but now he does. Kush goes down, and Young has 3 now to find. Pushes in through the smoke, just kind of suicides it out.
Unlucky. It was a nice position where them two were. It's just that his other team just died way too quick at the other side.
Don't know why no one was at least outside the garage at that point. When there's these two pushing these two doorways, there's one coming in the garage, Kicks was on the stairs, like you had a good 4-way pressure point there. Looking for the people to move out of positions, but yes, they couldn't really budge them much, so you tried to move, but in you moving, you played into their hands and allowed the defenders to get the winning headshots. So, nice try, but ultimately not enough. Kingdom go up 3 rounds to 2, and Orbit are looking to defend the top floor once again. I think it's not a bad choice to do the same spot. Don't reinforce that stairwell door this time, though, as that did come back to bite them.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We'll see what they choose to do. Similar, familiar setups in a couple of locations. K9 reinforcing these two walls again himself, but not doing the two on the outside, which allows him to still fire through the corner if he needs a kill hold towards either end of the room, like this.
It's nice putting that there because you get a bit of defense. Like you can hide
he
behind
can now
it
hide
as they
behind his
shoot,
cover
and
as
then
they come up the stairs, but
you've got the
still
kill
shoot
hold.
back. Yeah,
exactly.
Reinforced shield here now instead of a proper actual reinforced door. There we go, they should be able to hold that from inside a little bit better. But we'll see if Kingdom try and do the same stuff again, or if they switch it up. So far they've been good at switching it up despite working strategies. Hole blown between the two bomb sites, no surprises there. And Snake hiding right underneath this window with his shotgun to kill anyone that may try and leap in through this window. Kush and Kicks. Not actually in the administrative office. Very uncommon to see teams give it up so easily. But they are close by if anyone tries to push from that direction. Once again, NVK is up on the window. Young is looking at coming in through this back staircase.
Yeah, NVK is in the same position as last time.
Yeah, ultimately everyone is just droning around.
From what I saw last time, NVK got loads of intel as well here.
Yeah, his drone pair is really good. Snake pushes forward to getting close towards the stairs then, looking for a little gap through here should anyone come up close. If he gets lucky, he might be able to shoot the shield between the two, but he would have to be very, very lucky, especially as Young is no longer in this location. NVK still on the window, he's still just droning around. The staircase is going to try and be the eyes for Young at the top of the stairs. Goes straight over and gets taken out. Doesn't really seem a whole lot of what's there other than someone's close. So we'll see what they choose to do with that information. Up the stairs comes Distilled. Now they know exactly who it is. It is Frost, and there are big holes in his screen, but Snake does get down after being shot in the back, I believe, by NVK. Dis doesn't realize she's down until he gets right up close to the edge. The grenade's going to go in and will take him out, so now he knows he's dead. And the EMP will also go off very close. He can't go over that shield because there's a trap, but the C4 will come out, and he actually survives it. Now the shots are coming over from two people in the main reception of this top floor.
As well.
Now Young sticks out at two. Yeah, 3 of their locations have been made aware to his team, and that gives him the chance to cover the thermite for this plant. So now he's going to do the same thing again to let him inside as MVK's come through the window, takes down Young in the bathroom, and now it's only Kush and K9 in this hallway as Kasinkaos kicks as Kicks comes up behind him. Snake has already given in the round, even though the diffuser has been dropped as Stitch goes down. Kush gets that kill really nice, but MVK picks it straight up again. Why would you try and go for that shot?
I have no idea. He was doing well just doing that.
All he had to do was hold it.
He got the diffuser though.
Yeah, he got the diffuser down, but MVK will be killed off straight away because K9 is now free to move. K9 now has to go in for the diffuser, and he will be shot from the side by Cass, but manages to get alive. Gets the kill onto Cass despite being down. Kush now will look for the next one.
And there it is.
They are so lucky that Remorse managed to kill Kush as he picked over there, but that nearly crumbled for Kingdom, all because of that one attempted pistol shot.
There were no point doing it.
None at all.
It was just perfect where it were. He was getting the intel. He allowed the thermite to blow through. He allowed the plant. There was no point. Maybe he just wanted to kill. He was like, you know what?
100% that was just green. All he had to do was stand there and stare at K9. K9 knew he couldn't move while he was being watched there. As soon as K9 starts to sprint, that's when you take the shot at him because then he's exposed. He can't shoot back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was just a bit of greed, weren't it? And also, even that they did get the diffuser down, the positioning weren't that good. Like last time they had the diffuser down, the positioning were perfect, so it was really hard to get to. So again, as I said, it was kind of
the shield didn't get a chance. They didn't get a chance to get into position because the guy that was pinning them where they were was dead. So
and everyone they just all like rushed, didn't they? Yeah.
Yeah, like K9 being traded, despite getting the kill into that stairwell, being traded and going down but not out, kind of won that round. Otherwise, even though Kush got killed off by Cass coming up the stairs afterwards, he'd have been on the diffuser bashing away already. Yeah. It was close, but still, that would have been punished. And yeah, whatever. It was very nearly a loss for Kingdom.
I do like the tactic though, without that little thing. Like the shield.
I thought it was 100% because that was reinforced.
Yeah, and then the shield just created the reinforcement. So it's a nice strategy that.
Which again, to be fair, With a normal shield, he normally has to be crouched, right, to dodge all damage properly.
Well, that would have helped, yeah, because of that.
Because that shield was there, he could stand behind it and get full coverage.
Yep.
If that, again, wasn't there, it was completely open, then he'd have had to crouch and wouldn't have been able to give as good coverage to the thermite behind.
So now the new strategy is get rid of that shield.
Yeah,
see
get rid
if
of
that
it
works.
completely.
Then he'll turn to Montaigne.
Well, yeah, potentially. But
Who
this is, of
knows?
course, potentially the last round. If Kingdom win this, they'll take them at 5-2. But
And
Orbit
this-
are on their way forward.
And I was going to say, well, I was going to guess this were Kingdom's map, but it were actually Orbits. So that's
Yep.
interesting. Because, as I said, this attack, it looks really, really strong. So it looks like
Hey,
it could
Kingdom have
possibly...
definitely got this planned out
Yeah.
for this top bomb
Yeah,
site.
yeah. Yeah, it's strong, that.
MVK down in the cafeteria then, looking for a potential flank on anyone as the other 4 players are upstairs. Admin office has been probed, but not really penetrated by Orbit. And well, Stitch in the toilet is looking at a couple of kill holes through the wall towards the stairwell. You've also got Distilled here, hiding pretty close to the windows, but inside the bomb site. We'll now see someone is close, and of course the smash blast will give it away. But it is Kush, and he is at a distance. Will just drone his way in. Does see Distilled there on top of the cabinet. Tries to hide his drone. Toying with the idea of going inside, but sees the drone gets killed off. Distilled
Usually we're seeing...
actually drops through the trap door.
to get away.
Yeah, he'll find Young. Goes for the shots onto the feet, doesn't get it. Young comes forward for the knife. The big payment rock, paper, scissors, the C4.
Oh, nice.
Sticks on Young's face. Young goes down. And a second kill comes out very quickly. MVK with his flank play manages to take down Kush as well by peeking out through the garage door. Gets him while he's repelling. Big rounds for Kingdom then.
Yeah.
K9 on the window, makes his way towards the bottom floor. Kicks it down here too. They're trying to trap onto Distilled and onto NVK. Thermite though is alone and cautious up top. Back down towards this same window goes Kicks. It is wide open though.
Where's Twitch?
Grenading with a flashbang in through underneath Kicks, but he backs away from it the last second. Will go on his own drone. Right behind Distilled.
I was noticing with King's attack, they were using Twitch Lords at that window to get like so much intel.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering what Orbit were doing.
They tried the same thing, which she's used most of her drones. They know where Distilled is now. They know he's down behind this piano, which can give him a quick fire through here. Goes for it, but he's a little bit too low. Aims up, and there we go. Gets the kill at the last second before Distilled can run away. Gives him the confidence going through this window, but is there anyone else there? No, because K9 was there to back him up. K9 now going up the top of the stairs first. Will find King. Gets a good headshot into him, but as he comes up the stairs, Remorse is waiting for him. Takes him really, really low. 10 seconds left. K9 has to get up here to try and plant it, or they have to kill 3 people. Over they go. One down, Remorse will drop. Over they go. He's going to go down into a trap. Snake does kill Remorse. Now Snake is the last man up, but the timer runs down all the same, and it will be map number 1 heading towards Kingdom as Orbit completely locked out of that upstairs bomb site. And yeah, as you mentioned, it's an Orbit pick, but Kingdom are the team that feel like they prefer that map far better.
That attack at the top by Kingdom was very, very solid. Like, getting the intel, pushing the shield, throwing the smokes, getting the plan, getting the position.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice.
Yeah, it was a really nice, well-executed play. And now we're going to switch it up on to Hereford.
Yep.
So, a very different map to Consulate, but a very destructive map where it's tough for people to sit in their one spots and stay there, holding in positions, which is arguably what Kingdom did there on defense. They held their position tightly, apart from MVK on the roam, which did damage, but everyone else held their spots very, very close to their chest.
Yep.
Droned out. Yes, Distilled fell to the floor, but again, they just sat in one place and held it. And that is how they defended that top floor bomb site. Not so easy to do on Hereford because of how destructive it is, because you cannot sit in one spot without just being wall banged otherwise. So it's going to have to be more mobile. Could that be what K9 and Orbit and friends were looking for? Is that mobile game the kind of thing they are after? We're about to find out. But there's, of course, a couple of big clips on your screen, and Young goes for the panic melee at the end. And he's already low enough there that C4 did the damage. That's
So it's awesome seeing that.
That's brilliant. And then, yeah, we saw just previously too the trade that won Kingdom round number 4 as Remorse, as K9 stands up into the crosshairs of, puts the SAS operator in Thatcher into his crosshairs. gets the kill with what seems to be a headshot, but is downed because of it. Round changing, but it's huge. But ultimately, both these two teams are ready. Orbit going to start as attack. We are on Hereford base, and we are going into map number 2. So, very comfortable first round from Kingdom. Got themselves out on the board. They're guaranteed at least 1 point.
Yep, this is their map as well, so let's see if they have these kind of plays, these attacks, what we saw on Consulate.
Yeah, I hope they do, because it was exciting and fun to watch. Orbit using exactly the same setup they did previously, using that shield recruit, and of course then 4/5 of the Fantastic Five as their attack force.
I seem to remember
defense. Kingdom still using exactly the same setup they used to defend both top and bottom boss fights on Consulate.
Yeah, I seem to remember Young playing really, really well with shield.
Yes, he is a big shield
player.
But
Yeah.
it's not really working out
no,
so well.
I haven't seen it too crazy yet. Maybe this map, possibly.
Hopefully. For their sake, anyway.
Because I do remember that. I remember him doing some really, really big plays for Orbit.
Yep. So, Distilled has gone upstairs and is doing a couple of 4 reinforces. Down in the basement, Stitch and friends are backing up and defending this A wall. So, 2 walls reinforced here. Interesting they've reinforced this one closest to the door, because that's normally a really nice safe spot to fire across and kill the attacker coming in, and doing another one. This A bomb site is now very much cut off from the defenders themselves.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that, you know.
So, should Stitch fall down, maybe an easy plant for the attacking team, we'll find out. Especially as they've got a shield to help it for them as they start to make their way forward. Red container is locked down. We've still got MVK upstairs. He went for a quick shot outside this wall. Didn't get anyone. He's now in a very tough position. Let's have a look at Snake as he's trying to put down some charges. Does get away with it. Will go off with ease. No one really too worried about defending that wall these days. It's incredibly tough to do. Young, as you mentioned, with his shield. They were very quick attacking the last round, and it's ultimately because of the mobility that he gives, and they have forced MVK down into the basement now as well. So Ash comes and helps clean it out. Stitch has been spotted, and that's going to be C4 and smoke thrown onto the stairs.
I do remember Orbit having very strong shield play, so it did seem based very strongly on the shield when they did attack.
Yeah, and that's what they're doing again now. He can't peek first because of the positioning, but Kush is giving it a go after the information that Young gave him. Then Young will peek again and look for some more info. Stitch deciding to keep himself hidden this time.
Have recovered their diffuser.
Some drones still running around downstairs as he tries to reposition a little bit. Kicks will drone inside to give the position of Sticks away. Snake is still holding a very, very tight angle. Kush with Young now looking to reposition and come towards this stairwell entrance. Sorry, the ladder entrance rather than the stairs. They're still pinned upstairs a little bit. Smoke comes down. Cass comes around the corner. Does get a couple of shots onto Young, but most of it hits the shield.
He's unsure where to drop.
Yeah, he can't look down there safely to check if there's a trap or not.
Oh, they're tagging him.
There we go. Kush peeks around the shield and gets the kill onto Remorse. And now there's 3 defenders left alive. Really nice play this time around. Last time it didn't work. He got shot past it. But MVK will take down Snake. Distilled doesn't quite land the shot while the shield is down. And now he gets to fall back. But he's shot in the back by Stitch from the other side. Nice cover there for Kingdom. 2v2. K9 here in the lockers. Kush in the blue containers. Now Stitch and Distilled in the opposite corners. Each of them have a corner of this basement covered. Watching the cross onto the other. Divided it up. That's your half, and this is our half.
And now the padded wall actually looks quite good.
Yeah. So, K9 trying to spray through onto Stitch in the corner after the drones were used by Orbit. Kush drone the other way as well. They both now know exactly where Stitch is hiding, and Distilled is a little bit confused and can't do too much to help out here, as they don't know the movement of K9 and friends. So Orbit realizing they can single out one of these two, and they're choosing to do it to Stitch. He goes inside, but Stitch wins the firefight. K9 looking for the movement now. He's going to go into the other side, and it's going to be onto Distilled. Distilled comes around, but will not be there in time. K9 catches him by surprise. He's now going to have to hold the plant. Stitch is pushing forward for him. 3 seconds on the clock. K9 holds it till 0 seconds. Now Stitch goes through. He's got to check the left, but he doesn't check the left. Gets prone in time. Will stand up.
Oh, nice.
Gets pistol down. An intense little exchange at the end there will result in the win with that pistol shot.
Nice.
Fade away behind the barrier. And it's so incredibly close for Orbit. I like that play though. It's like, alright, so we know where 2 of them are. One of them's in here. We'll go for the trade on him. You go in for... Oh crap, you're dead. He's going to expect me to have been going in there with him to get that trade
Possibly,
kill.
yeah.
Switch it up, go back the other way into the B-bomb site. As soon as the call came out, no, she was alone. Distill turns around and goes for it, but K9 is there waiting for him with his FAMAS, takes him down, makes it a 1v1. Has enough time for the plant. He knows, and the right call once we came out from Castell was like, he's either not going to plant, he's going to try and bait me in, in which case he'll kill me in like 2 seconds, or 2 seconds on the clock, or he has to hold the defuse. So I'll wait until it hits 0. If it doesn't end, he's holding the diffuser. That's what he did. Unfortunately for Kingdom in that sense, he had the 7 seconds, so when it hit 0, he only had the 1 left to go. Managed to stand up in time, and they weren't quite sure of his position, so he managed to get his gun back out in time to firefight it, and really, really well played by Kane.
It was nice, but it could have gone anywhere, definitely. Like in that 1v1 situation, you could see it wasn't like a clean shot. It could have definitely gone either way, but well done to him.
Yeah, so we'll begin for a very different strategy, completely blowing
it open, yeah.
This wall instead.
This is a more common one. I mean, not a massive hole like that, but usually it holes through it, so you can see them. Usually the ankle holes.
Yes.
You know,
well, they put chest height holes over here, and then they put chest height holes over here, so they can get complete shots through from both bomb sites in towards A. And that is A's normal problem, is that it's very easy to get inside and hunker down on. But when you make holes like this, it's not so easy to hunker down in there because you can be seen from the other side.
It's very true, but this is a more common one we do see. We don't usually see the padded one, do we? And it seemed to work-ish. I mean, I need to see more rounds of it, but it's interesting.
Yeah. So, on the attack now then, Orbit. Sorry, on the defense now, Orbit. Have that 1 round to keep themselves safe. Stitch is going to go and blow open this wall again with ease. No one really worrying about doing anything to stop that. And it can't bandit trick it because you just get shot from the top of this reinforced wall. Makes the hole a little bit bigger, so his team can cover him again if he needs it, and potentially throws a grenade through it without safe to make him safe. And we'll drone a little bit as well, just to double check.
No reason not to, is there?
No.
And there we go.
Just taken out by Kix though, so the information about where he is will have been given away. Ultimately, Kix and Young are both watching this hole that was blown here now. But down the stairs comes one member of the attacking team. It is MBK. He's going to be smoked back out and has to turn tail and run. It takes half of his health in that smoke damage. Really nice positioning there by Kush, and good timing on the charge.
Yep.
But Orbit so far doing a good job just holding Kingdom back. Most of them still very far outside and droning. And also looking through this hole. Cass looking to come down the ladder from the red garage. But still has to drone for himself to make sure it's safe first. Stitch picks up the first kill with the grenade onto Young, throws it straight up and over into the hole. Where he goes for it. Doesn't realize how close he is to the feet there of Kix, but we'll get this plant on the wall now because of that grenade kill. MBK still looking to come down the stairs as Kush is running a little bit lower on smokes and has in fact fallen all the way back. Takes some trades down the end with Snake, but it's still got a little bit of health left. Flashing, or trying to flash into A. Uses up both charges, and now Smoke will keep him further back again. Cass knows there is K9 here inside this ladder basement. Just waiting for him to move and rotate back and try and get the kill onto him instead of pushing down into him. Kicks hiding behind the bomb still. The spray's going to come out and it's close but will not land. He's got a shield there in his way. Stitch here with Remorse. Just still looking at one end again to see the cross from the ladder room or the main bomb site in towards A if it's needed. But thanks to the holes they've made, they won't need to rotate through there. 25 seconds as the spray comes out again from MVK onto the stairs into the B bomb. Snake is waiting for him. Remorse does get inside and kill Kix though. K9 will finally take down Cass. On the stairs, MVK still standing as Remorse takes Kush down through the holes they tried to use across from the other bomb site. MVK's been downed on the stairs, but it's allowed the plant to go down inside the A bomb site. Now K9 has to come and push from this side. He's already killed the man that was shooting him in the back. That was Cass. But now he peeks out to this side, gets the kill onto Ash. Really important kill for that. Thermite stuck in the corner as Snake starts pushing forward, but he gets shot by MVK, who's been revived, and he peeks around the corner to finish off K9, who was stuck inside the ladder room. Slow push from Kingdom, but ultimately they had everyone pinned in their different little corners, and when they were ready for it, they made their play. So, all right, we've got K9 pinned in the bottom of ladder. We've got 2 people pinned in the B bomb site. MVK will make sure they can't get across the gap. It is only Kix inside A. Remorse, Stitch, Thermite, Ash, go for it. They sprint in, Ash gets the kill, that allows them to get the plant down, and then the other guys cannot get over there to even try and defuse the bomb because they've been locked out in these other rooms by all those other players. Nice play again from
Attackers need to locate and defuse bomb.
So down into the basement for their defense, taking the rounds 1-1 then because of that victory. Looking to try and hold this for a second time, and again taking the same defensive setups that they did before.
Attackers have located a bomb.
It's nice seeing different strategies though.
Yeah.
You know, different ways of doing it. As I said, the other one is more common, but this worked for last time, didn't it? So.
I mean, yeah, it basically got the job done. They were down, of course, for a 2v2. Lost out in the 1v1 at the end. They didn't quite play that right, but yeah, the setup of their defensive locations was not the mistakes in how they did that defense. So we'll see if they can hold it better for a little bit longer this time. Stitch is going upstairs. He is currently not alone as NVK is on the very top floor. Where are you going to look? Looks on the drone. Actually gets that drone kill, but
well worth it though.
not worth at all. R2D2 down for your life. Not good at all. Not good for Kingdom. So down into the basement. The last 4 must stay as the pressure is starting to surround them from Orbit. And Orbit, the kind of team that will like to be confident having grabbed that first kill early and may speed this round up a little way because of it. Firing out through the hole and down through the stairs come Orbit. They're using young shields again.
Once again, yeah.
Of course, to lead the way. They are mobbing that stairwell.
Young definitely having a good time though, and as I said, I think he is a strong part of the team.
But again, he doesn't need to get the kills. And
no, he doesn't.
It's the information he's gathering.
It's also the push as well.
But yes, then as you're saying, it's making him a little bit impatient, which is why he used that pistol play and the other rounds and stuff. And yeah, I mean, that wasn't him actually. Now I think about it. But still, yeah. Just looking at these openings, still trying to get a couple of information. Ash will peek down and try and get some grenades. There's some smokes in to get him the peek, but there's the grenade after. The Jaeger system has all been burnt out by smokes. Doesn't get anyone out there. Remorse down one end, hasn't given his position away yet. Distilled, also close. Cass just around the corner. Forces Young to fall back a little bit, but it does allow him to dodge the C4. Starting to pin a couple of people down, knowing their locations. And we'll smoke into the A-bomb. Complete smoke around the end now. Stitch puts his own smoke out. He's going to rush in to get behind King's medic, but you do trade it 1 for 1. Kicks though grabs a second kill before being traded out by Remorse. There's still a man advantage for Orbit thanks to that early kill they got. Stitch is in A, he's out of smokes and C4. Remorse up the far end now holding from B. Stitch is looking for the stairs, just about dodges the damage on his feet. Tries to prone to get the kill onto Snake. Will regret it as his life is terminated. And now Remorse has to find 3 people in 45 seconds. Now I definitely feel it is time for for Kingdom to adjust their defense strategy on this map. Snake's going to sprint forward, just about sprints through the crosshairs. Actually, Remorse misses those initial shots. Will ultimately trade out the kill anyway. K9 not getting greedy, coming for it. Yeah, he's going to go plant. It's a smart play. When you're 3v1, going for the kill is not the good play. Plant, make him come to you.
Yeah, it also has all the defenses that he added as well, so it's a lot harder to attack that room.
Yeah. Kush just playing with him, keeping him in position, but again, not giving him the chance to swivel back and get the kill. Make him come to you. Now he can cover the push. K9 shooting through from the A-bomb. And again,
and there it
we
is.
go.
And the other person watching the hallway as well, so if he did push the door, he would have got shot in the back.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you play an after-plant situation with a man advantage. Patiently and slowly make him come to you.
I think, yeah, I mean, walling off that room, when it comes to that kind of situation, you get the bomb down, you pretty much can't really get it.
Yeah, like the plan is to wall it off and then obviously like hold it beforehand, but
yeah,
it is not working for King. Like MVK dying that fast really sucker punched them, and then they just lost control of the rest of the map pretty quickly from that push downstairs and that push down ladder because of the man advantage, which meant that Orbit could just all go as a group, and as long as they traded out 1 for 1, which they did, they would always have that man advantage.
I think Young being really kind of, I don't know, YOLO-y is kind of hurting them as well. He doesn't need to make these reads, if you know what I mean. Like he just ran straight into the fire. It was a nice idea because he did the guy where he would like go into the back of that guy, but he got shot by his other teammate.
Yeah.
So.
Yep,
Yeah,
right.
I don't know.
Needs to be. He's still being very impatient and aggressive with the shield rather than being that slow information sponge. But upstairs we go for the Orbit defense then. They are still winning, so it's not the end of the world if Young is playing too aggressive, but you're right. It could come back to bite them later on. We've seen bigger comebacks, so we'll see whether that one works or not.
Yeah,
Young is now hiding here and is going to play potential battery juggling on that wall, but it is another one where if they just take the floor above, they can shoot straight through it because it's all wooden and push him straight away from it. So we'll see if and how Kingdom put any kind of pressure on that bomb site.
Seen a frost in the typical place there in that room. I've seen that a lot of times.
Yeah.
Near the bomb.
Yeah, the shotgun so very powerful there.
Yeah,
and there we go.
It's really good.
Ash has come up, and Ramos is now on this window, looking to possibly get control above the door. We'll drone it, check it's clear, shoot our way in, and that will in fact shoot straight down onto where Young is, and there we go. Young now has to back away. That is not the direction. Shots going down to the floor will mean Young has to move, and Stitch goes straight up to the wall and plants himself a thermite charge.
Very easily.
Door opened up, so a little bit more of an angle now then for the attacking Kingdom to come on in. They're still lacking one player though. Where are we looking? We've got 4 people here and 1 person on the stairs. Shots coming out from Snake here inside the A-ROM. Young is going to be the first man with any kind of true attention until he repositioned. As through the floor, Frost taking quite a bit of punishment from that Ash. Now Ash will drop downstairs and Frost has to reposition outside the room itself and then hide from the spray through the wall from MBK. He's just trying to open up between the bomb sites and give himself a bit of a vision inside using that ACOG for the range. And Remorse is still up top, using the holes she's made in the floor to check out the other rooms. Good job from Orbit right now, hiding from these very same spots. Then a couple of more holes are being made by Distilled with grenades. Checking they're not pushing up behind him as soon as they hear that go off. And Orbit are being very patient, credit to them. Yes, there are 5 people alive on either squad, but by keeping themselves alive, they're down to 42 seconds. And this is getting better and better for Orbit. They do in fact pick up the first kill as Distilled is taken out by Young C4 straight up through the roof after he tried to grenade down onto his team. Snake out into the garage now. Kush finally edging his way up the stairs and thinking about it. The Kicks takes down Remorse as well. Now K9 is looking for the next one. He will grab it onto Cass. And Kingdom are not here to trade any of these back. These players are dying solo all over the place, and Orbit looking to sweep this. 5 people still alive. Will hide from that flashbang, will not hide too well. Stitch comes inside, takes down Snake. Takes a lot of damage for his trouble, has the diffuser, and in 5 seconds will try and plant it. But Young is in the room next door, will pick straight on out and put him down to his misery. Orbit grabbed themselves a 3rd round. Much, much better defense of this floor than I think we've seen out of anyone on the basement so far.
A lot of patience there, definitely. And instead of keeping the positions, they just repositioned somewhere even more defensive when they started attacking that place.
There was a lot of holes being put in the floors above and a lot of pressure being put onto them from that top floor. And they kept their cool. They didn't panic. They didn't go hunting for the people upstairs, which would have ultimately given them numbers away. They just found a new corner, which they knew to be safe, sat in it, and waited for the push to come through. And Kingdom didn't know what to do without any getting killed, so they didn't push. Then they ran out of time, and then one by one they were like, where should push? And they pushed, and they died. And then they're like, oh, I should push. And then they died. So yeah, nice solid defense from Orbit. And it gives them that 2-round buffer now, as they are 3 rounds to 1. Looking to attack onto Kingdom's basement again, which went well for them prior. So, potentially a match point round here, if it goes as well as it did before.
Looks like they're doing the same strategy as well of walling that whole thing. Again, I mean, I'm still unsure about it. It doesn't seem like the best thing to do, because obviously what we see teams do is make the holes you can see through, make all these holes all the way through all the walls you can see through, and you get that intel of what's happening. You also can see all the different rooms from all different positions. So doing this, I don't know, like it traps you.
Yep, yeah, it does a little bit. But they don't seem to like playing people inside lockers for long. Like Distill is there to begin with, but they tend to reposition pretty rapidly, and then yeah, you're right. Like it's kind of free and safe for the attackers to be in. It's weird. Well, they're still confident that it may give them a chance.
And maybe it will. We'll see.
Shots are still coming in from a distance, of course. MVK is once again, where are you hiding this time? Top floor, in this little corner, waiting for someone to come in while on something dirty on his phone. Young comes through the top stairs. It's the shield first, and the camera goes down. Now MVK.
This could be nice.
Stands up, looks for the man. He knows Kush is going to be following him. Kush always follows him. Oh, he doesn't get the opening. He's being
waiting.
patient. He's being
he
so
could get
very
a few
patient.
here.
Could get behind him. Does do. Sees
Oh
Kush.
my
Oh,
God.
the patient.
Oh.
I don't know if that was hesitation or...
What do you think? He wanted both.
Yeah, he wanted to get closer and get both.
Yeah, because he wanted both, he got none. Because, yeah, he wanted to get closer.
When you're down 3-1, you can't be looking to make the biggest of plays. You've just got to make something, and that first bullet would have been enough onto Kush. And then he'd have been happy. But no, too slow, too much hesitation. Gives Ash the flick. She reacts, she takes him down.
I don't want to see Young die first, and I don't want to see him push too crazily.
No. So grenades on in, let's give him a better angle through. Smoke's going to come down from Kush now. He's got that support again as well.
You've seen him, you got the intel.
Oh, you already knew he was there. That's why the grenade went in. But now it's, yeah, as you say, he's got to get in safely. Goes through, he gets shot in the feet, and then coming out to do so. Good work. Cass coming out to get those shots, allowed Kush to fire on him. Now Young is hiding behind the barrels. As you mentioned, he's still in a dangerous position. Sprinting forward like this is...
He's doing it again.
Why do you have to sprint? just walk it.
Because he's playing like
gets
that.
the kill onto K9. First kill then for King is in the board.
He's died at least 2 times doing that, running in that exact same direction.
Stitch
Not 3
flashed out
times.
in A, and yeah, you're right. Young does get picked up. A little bit of a tap on the shoulder. It's all right, calm down, buddy. Don't need to sprint anymore. Remorse is incredibly low in B. Distilled is in B, and Stitch, well, it's kind of pinned off and alone in A right now.
They're going back up at
Yeah,
least.
going back up. And now he's being a bit slower. There we go. Remorse peeks around the corner. So he knows he's to the left a little way. Stitch is downed in A. And Distilled is trying to rotate to help him out and get taken out. And now Remorse is the last man standing, albeit a 1 round away from a match point. And they've only got to kill this man on 3 HP. He's making for a move. He's got angles on either side. Can't shoot into that doorway thanks to his own reinforcers. That means the plant's going down. The shot's coming across his face. Kicks will find him. Orbit go 4-1 up. And can smell it.
Yeah, they're doing really well. I mean, with that in reinforcements as well, when you're on attack and you've pushed down there, it almost gives you an idea that, yeah, I'm definitely going to plant here, because why wouldn't I?
Yep. I can not be shot from the left-hand side. I can not be shot from the ladder room because my team have control of it, and I'm laughing.
Yeah, and you can get control of the ladder room so they can't even push the doorway, because you've got almost like a pincer movement on them, shooting from both directions at the same time.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, I'm still not sure about those reinforcers, but Kingdom are holding all out for them. And to be fair, I don't think those are the problems right now. It's simply the fact that Young and Kush are an unstoppable force with that shield Ash combo. Yes, Young is being a bit over-aggressive and not getting perhaps as much as he could be getting.
What he did last time.
Yeah, but they are getting 1 or 2. As you mentioned, they got 2 that came MVK up top because of his hesitation. Then they got the second one on K9 who was down in that room. Yep. That was enough to crack them open. They could have got more if he hadn't sprinted in and died or been downed, but they're doing something. That's the key thing right now. And, well, Kingdom don't seem to have any real answer for how to deal with that pairing.
Could have been a lot worse as well with the Jaeger, but yeah, completely with them both.
So, quick update to our second off-stream game. Recorded, reported versus Velocity. Recorded, reported, won Presidential Plane 6 rounds to 4. And now they move to Yacht.
Yep.
So, here comes the attacking squad upstairs. Kicks and K9 are the combo. They're not too far up, but K9 is having a quick look out through this nice hole of his. Kicks is on the other side, making holes into the kitchen area from the garage. So K9 drops straight back downstairs and is now safe and whole. We'll watch Kicks for a little bit, as he could be the man making the damage in behind Kingdom. Stitch gets this wall blown open again, as safe as houses. Kush in the same spot. K9 holding the lather room for a rather unconventional spot, but it does allow him to look at the stairs. And there is a lot of barbed wire on those stairs. Young in B. Snake. They haven't reinforced this wall, and this allows him to fire on anyone that might come through that newly opened door.
They haven't also made too many kill holes either.
No. And now it is on to Kicks as they're starting to push in onto this top side. Looking through the holes he's made. MVK's in there and Distilled is in there, but Distilled is a shield, so he ideally doesn't want to find him first. Unless it's his back. VK's moving. Oh, the drone would have spotted him. Cass would have droned him out and immediately goes, alright, I'm out.
Nice, yep.
Down into the basement. Alright. Safe play.
It's
And
best
helps
thing
hold
to
the
do.
ladder in. Yep.
Once
No
you get,
reason to mess around, staying around.
Once you get
spotted.
droned out, you might as well reposition. Unless you're like super confident that you can win them knowing that you're there.
Yeah. So, MVK Stitch and Distilled upstairs.
Located by attackers.
Looking to coming down onto B from behind, which is a risky play, but they've got a shield, so they might risk it with Young looking at that. While they come down the stairs, they might drop down the stairs, drop down there, come down the stairs, maybe push ladder as well. It's just for different angles.
Yeah.
Right now, Kingdom are clearly desperate. That, I think, is decided. Well, drones are in the corners. Stitch is upstairs with another one. Remorse is here. Cass looking at the ladders, and VK looking at the stairs in case anyone tries to rotate out of A into the B bomb. And they are trying to make their mind up. 54 seconds. Whatever they got to do, they got to do it fast. And it looks like this trapdoor may be it. Distilled leading the way. Shotgun.
He knows
Sees him straight away. Immediately comes up. C4's coming out.
Oh, and there
goes that plan.
Yeah.
Distilled is down. Stitch is the next man. He's looking for Snake. He's just seen him have a shotgun blast in his face, and now the C4, and down goes Remorse, and in midair he gets taken out. Down goes Stitch, and in midair he gets taken out. MVK's coming down the stairwell. He's dead before I can even switch to him. Cass is the last man. He's going out with a hail of bullets. No, he's actually waiting quite peacefully. He picked up 1 kill onto Kicks. Goes for a second, but Young finds him. You said he was too passive. Young gets aggressive, picks up the winning kill of the game. 5 rounds to 1. Orbit salvage themselves a point on this matchup. 1 map apiece.